American Graffiti, 1973, is more than just a film. It's a cultural classic that captured the spirit of youth in the early 1960s. Directed by George Lucas, it not only became a major success, but also launched the careers of many stars. Over the past 51 years, the cast has experienced incredible highs and lows, with some becoming global icons, while others chose quieter paths. Now, in 2024, we ask, what happened to the actors who brought these beloved characters to life? Let's take a look back at their journeys and see how their lives have unfolded since the film's release. 1. Richard Dreyfuss played Kurt Henderson at the age of 25. Kurt is a young man on the cusp of adulthood, unsure about the future but seeking more than his small-town life offers. Throughout the film, Kurt wrestles with the longing to break free while maintaining the deep connections to his past, embodied in his relationships and experiences on a single night. Dreyfuss masterfully portrays Kurt's conflicting emotions, delivering a performance that is both youthful and introspective, showcasing a young man standing on the threshold of change. Dreyfuss's career, which began in the late 1960s, took off with his role in American Graffiti, but the actor's rise to stardom was a gradual process. By the mid-1970s, he was firmly planted in the Hollywood spotlight. His performance as Matt Hooper in Jaws, 1975, solidified his place as one of the leading actors of his generation, showcasing his ability to blend humor with intensity. However, Dreyfuss's path was not without challenges. After his early success, he faced personal struggles, including battles with addiction that temporarily derailed his career. Despite these obstacles, Dreyfuss made an impressive comeback with The Goodbye Girl, 1977, for which he won an Academy Award for Best Actor. His resurgence in Hollywood continued with roles in Mr. Holland's Opus, 1995, where his portrayal of a dedicated music teacher earned him another Academy Award nomination, reaffirming his ability to resonate deeply with audiences. Now, Richard Dreyfuss is 77 years old. His career has been one of remarkable resilience and growth, with each role reflecting his ability to adapt and challenge himself as an actor. 2. Paul Le Mat played John Milner at the age of 27. As Milner, Le Mat skillfully captured the essence of the rebellious yet thoughtful teen from the 1960s, who finds solace in racing and the fast-paced thrill of youth. Milner is defined by a mix of tough exterior and hidden vulnerability, often revealing a longing for more than just the nightly escapades with friends. Despite his bravado, Milner's role as the older, more experienced figure among his group of friends shows a sense of responsibility and wisdom, yet one who is also caught between his present lifestyle and an uncertain future. Le Mat's breakthrough performance in American Graffiti led to a string of promising roles that helped solidify his place in Hollywood. After the success of American Graffiti, Le Mat landed the lead role in Aloha, Bobbie and Rose, 1975, which further showcased his range as an actor and earned him critical praise. He was quickly recognized as a versatile actor, able to shift between intense drama and lighter fare. However, it was his role in the TV film The Burning Bed, 1984, where he won a Golden Globe Award that marked a significant moment in his career, proving his depth as an actor in both film and television. Throughout his career, Le Mat faced the challenge of breaking out of the typecasting associated with his early roles. Despite this, he continued to find success in a variety of genres, from drama to science fiction. His appearance in the cult film Puppet Master, 1989, became iconic, spawning a franchise and introducing him to a new generation of fans. Le Mat's career has been characterized by an admirable resilience in navigating Hollywood's ever-changing landscape, maintaining relevance in both mainstream and cult circles. At 79 years old, he remains a respected figure in the industry, known not only for his early roles, but for his ongoing contributions to film and television. 3. Ron Howard played Steve Bolander at the age of 19. As Steve, Howard brought to life a character caught between the carefree spirit of youth and the looming responsibilities of adulthood. Steve is a well-meaning, likable young man who, in the course of the film, grapples with the idea of leaving his small-town life behind while navigating the complexities of relationships and his personal identity. His character is often the voice of reason among his friends, yet, like many teenagers, he is uncertain about his future. This internal conflict, along with his relationship with Laurie, adds depth to his persona, making him relatable to audiences who have experienced similar rites of passage during their adolescence. Ron Howard's career began long before American Graffiti, with early success as a child actor on The Andy Griffith Show, 1960 to 1968, where he played the lovable Opie Taylor. His time on The Andy Griffith Show solidified Howard as a household name, and his warm, sincere portrayal of Opie resonated deeply with audiences. Howard's role in American Graffiti marked an important step forward in his career, as he transitioned from child star to leading man. After American Graffiti, Howard's career skyrocketed, especially with his portrayal of Richie Cunningham in Happy Days, 1974 to 1980. Richie became an iconic character, and the show's success catapulted Howard into fame, cementing his status as a beloved television star. The turning point in Howard's career came in 1980 when he made the decision to leave Happy Days and focus on directing, an ambition he had harbored since childhood. His directorial debut, Grand Theft Auto, 1977, was a modest success, but it was his work in Night Shift, 1982, Splash, 1984, and Cocoon, 1985, that established him as a talented director. Howard's transition from acting to directing proved to be highly successful, with his film A Beautiful Mind, 2001, earning him Academy Awards for Best Director and Best Picture. Today, Ron Howard is 71 years old. His influence extends beyond his work in front of the camera or behind it. He has made significant contributions to the film industry as a storyteller, mentor, and producer. 4. Cindy Williams played Laurie Henderson at the age of 25. Laurie's character is a quintessential representation of the 1960s American youth, idealistic, yet grounded in the reality of high school relationships and the desire to escape the confines of small-town life. Laurie is shown as both emotionally intelligent and a bit naive, offering a glimpse of vulnerability beneath her confident exterior. She serves as a reflective point for Ron Howard's Steve Bolander, offering insight into the uncertainty of their future and the transition from adolescence to adulthood. Williams's portrayal, full of charm and sincerity, made Laurie an unforgettable character in the film. Cindy Williams began her career with small roles in television series before achieving recognition in American Graffiti, a film that would shape much of her early career. She went on to earn a BAFTA nomination for Best Supporting Actress for her portrayal of Laurie, showcasing her natural talent. The film's success marked a turning point in her career, but it was her collaboration with Penny Marshall that truly solidified her place in Hollywood. The two women became a duo that captivated audiences in the hit TV show Laverne and Shirley, 1976 to 1982, where Williams played Shirley Feeney, a character whose sweet demeanor and sharp wit resonated with viewers. The show was a massive success, often ranking as the #1 series on television, and Williams was praised for her comedic timing and heartfelt performances. Despite her success on Laverne and Shirley, Williams faced personal and professional challenges. After a difficult feud with Penny Marshall, which was exacerbated by Williams's pregnancy, she left the show during its 8th and final season. However, their relationship eventually healed over time, and Williams later reflected on their strong bond. After the series ended, Williams continued to act, starring in a variety of sitcoms and film roles, though she struggled to replicate the success of her early career. Sadly, Cindy Williams passed away on January 25, 2023, at the age of 75, following a brief illness. Her legacy, both as an actress and as a person, continues to inspire many, from her portrayal of the lovable Shirley Feeney to her thoughtful memoirs. 5. Candy Clark played Debbie at the age of 25. Debbie is a quintessential small-town teenager, caught in the excitement of a summer night filled with cruising, romance, and the unpredictability of youth. As Debbie navigates relationships with the film's male leads, she serves as a reflection of the emotions many teenagers experience during moments of growth and transition. Clark's portrayal of Debbie was memorable for her natural, unforced performance, drawing the audience into the world of 1960s California with an effortless ease. Clark's career began with her first acting role as Faye in the 1972 film Fat City, directed by John Huston. However, it was her role as Debbie in American Graffiti that truly launched her career into the spotlight. For her work in American Graffiti, she received widespread recognition, earning a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. The film's success, coupled with her standout performance, opened doors for Clark in Hollywood. Her role in American Graffiti marked a turning point in her career, setting the stage for her future roles in a range of films, from the science fiction classic The Man Who Fell to Earth, 1976, where she played Mary Lou alongside David Bowie, to more thriller-oriented works like Q, 1982, and Blue Thunder, 1983. In addition to her work on the big screen, Clark made notable guest appearances on television, including appearances in popular series like Magnum P.I., Matlock, and Criminal Minds. Today, Candy Clark is 77 years old. Her career may not have always been in the limelight, but she remains a beloved figure in the entertainment world, known for her contributions to cinema and television. 6. Charles Martin Smith played Terry Fields at the age of 19. Terry, one of the film's most memorable characters, is a quirky and somewhat naive teenager whose awkwardness contrasts sharply with the more confident personalities around him. Despite his lack of experience with women and social situations, Terry's charm lies in his endearing vulnerability and the earnestness with which he pursues his dreams. Smith's character stands out as the innocent bystander to the larger, more experienced world of cruising and dating that is central to the film's plot. Smith's acting career began shortly after high school, and his role in American Graffiti marked a major turning point. The film, directed by George Lucas, not only became a cultural touchstone, but also launched the careers of many of its young stars. Following American Graffiti, Smith found steady work in film and television. The most praised performances came in 1984 with Starman, in which he played Mark Sherman, a SETI scientist sympathetic to the alien protagonist, played by Jeff Bridges. Smith's portrayal was praised for its emotional depth and nuance, marking him as a rising star in Hollywood. Though Smith never achieved the massive fame of some of his American Graffiti co-stars, his career continued to evolve with significant success. In the early 1980s, he transitioned into directing, making his debut with the comedy horror film Trick or Treat, 1986. He found success behind the camera, notably with the family-friendly film Air Bud, 1997, and the critically acclaimed The Snow Walker, 2003, which earned him several Genie Award nominations. Smith's directorial works often blend his acting skills with his artistic vision, marking him as a multifaceted talent in the entertainment industry. Now, Charles Martin Smith is 71 years old. His career journey has been defined by a series of thoughtful choices, and his work continues to resonate with audiences. 7. Mackenzie Phillips played Carol at the age of 13. Carol is a charming and carefree teenager who finds herself in an unexpected and humorous situation when she is picked up by the hot-rodding John Milner. Despite her initial portrayal as a naive and innocent young girl, Carol's character displays wit and vulnerability, adding depth to her seemingly lighthearted role. Her playful nature and the comedic, yet touching dynamics with the other characters make her a memorable part of the film. Mackenzie Phillips's journey in Hollywood began at a young age. She was only 12 years old when she was cast in American Graffiti, marking her first major film role. This early success helped launch a career in television, with one of her most famous roles being Julie Cooper in the hit TV show One Day at a Time, 1975 to 1984. Phillips gained significant attention for her portrayal of Julie, a character who navigated the complexities of adolescence and family life. Her role earned her a substantial salary, reportedly $50,000 a week during the peak of the show, which was equivalent to over $280,000 today. However, Phillips's personal struggles, particularly with substance abuse, soon became a significant part of her life and affected her career. In 1977, during the show's third season, she was arrested for disorderly conduct, and her issues with addiction became public. This led to a temporary break from the show in 1980. A turning point in Phillips's life came in the early 1980s when her battles with addiction reached a peak. After 2 near-fatal overdoses, Phillips voluntarily entered treatment, eventually returning to One Day at a Time in 1981. Unfortunately, her struggles persisted, and she was permanently written off the show after another relapse in 1983. Despite the setbacks, Phillips continued to act, appearing in various television roles such as So Weird, 1999, on the Disney Channel. These roles helped solidify her comeback in Hollywood and showed her ability to adapt to different genres, from family-friendly shows to intense dramas. Now, Mackenzie Phillips is 65 years old. 8. Wolfman Jack played disc jockey at the age of 35. Robert Weston Smith epitomized the rebellious spirit and vibrant atmosphere of the early 1960s radio scene with his gravelly voice, signature howls, and boisterous presence. His personality was a blend of humor, boldness, and charisma, amplified by his persona as a mysterious figure broadcasting from the shadows. His unique delivery and larger-than-life demeanor made him the perfect fit for the role, and his portrayal became one of the most memorable parts of the film. Smith's journey to becoming Wolfman Jack was marked by a series of transformative career moments. After his early education in broadcasting, he embraced the world of radio, developing his distinctive voice and on-air persona. It wasn't until 1963, while working at a station in Ciudad Acuña, Mexico, that Smith truly embraced the Wolfman identity, drawing inspiration from his love of horror films and the blues. His character was a mixture of humor, horror, and charisma, built from his admiration for bluesman Howlin' Wolf and his playful antics with his nephews. This persona quickly caught on, and Smith's broadcasts from the powerful XERF station became legendary. His radio reach was so expansive that his voice could be heard across much of North America and even Europe. His involvement in radio continued for decades, with Wolfman Jack syndicating his shows to stations worldwide, maintaining his popularity even as he faced personal and professional challenges. His decision to return to California in the late 1970s marked a shift from his previous stint in New York, and his passion for the craft remained evident until his death in 1995. Sadly, at the age of 57, he passed away on July 1, 1995, due to a heart attack, but his legacy endures in the hearts of those who remember the dynamic disc jockey. 9. Bo Hopkins played Joe at the age of 35. Joe is a charismatic and laid-back individual, a typical greaser from the 1960s. His easygoing nature and loyalty to his friends made him a memorable figure, embodying the youthful spirit of the time. His dynamic interactions with other characters helped to create the film's rich atmosphere, capturing the essence of teenage rebellion and nostalgia. Bo Hopkins' career journey began long before his notable role in American Graffiti. Born William Malden Bo Hopkins on February 2, 1938, he had a tumultuous early life marked by a difficult family situation and a stint in the military before he discovered his passion for acting. After his military service, Hopkins pursued a career in acting, starting with off-Broadway plays and moving to Hollywood in the late 1960s. His breakthrough came with his role in The Wild Bunch, 1969, where he first caught the attention of filmgoers with his rugged, compelling presence. Bo Hopkins passed away on May 28, 2022, at the age of 84. Throughout his career, Hopkins remained a beloved figure in the entertainment industry, remembered for his distinctive voice, memorable roles, and the warmth he brought to every performance. 10. Manuel Padilla Jr. played Carlos at the age of 17. Carlos is a memorable character, embodying the spirited youth of the 1960s with a touch of mischief and a sense of camaraderie that added to the film's vibrant portrayal of teen life. His personality is lighthearted, confident, and full of energy, creating a stark contrast to some of the more introspective characters in the film. His youthful exuberance and authentic portrayal resonated with audiences, leaving an indelible mark despite his relatively minor role. Padilla's career began at a young age, having been born on July 13, 1955. He entered Hollywood at just 8 years old, marking the beginning of a career that would span more than a decade. One of his earliest and most notable roles was as Jai, the young companion to Tarzan in the 1960s Tarzan television series, starring Ron Ely. This role helped him gain recognition and establish himself as a child actor, and he went on to appear in 2 Tarzan feature films during the mid-1960s. However, Padilla's career began to slow down in the early 1980s, with his last notable film role being a small part in Brian De Palma's Scarface, 1983. Despite the film's massive success, Padilla's role was minimal, marking the end of his active years in Hollywood. Afterward, he withdrew from the public eye, though his early career continued to leave a lasting impact on those who remembered his breakout roles. Manuel Padilla Jr. passed away on January 29, 2008, at the age of 52 after battling colon cancer. Despite his relatively short time in the limelight, Padilla's contributions to television and film during the 1960s and 1970s helped shape the cultural landscape of that era. 11. Harrison Ford as Bob Falfa at the age of 31. Bob Falfa is a brash and confident character who adds a sense of danger and rivalry to the film's otherwise nostalgic atmosphere. As a skilled and cocky drag racer, Falfa embodies the rebellious spirit of the 1960s, often seen as a symbol of youthful defiance. Ford's portrayal of the character is one of boldness and challenge, as Bob's interactions with other characters, particularly in the film's racing sequences, highlight his competitive nature and desire to prove himself. Ford's journey into Hollywood was not instantaneous. His career began with small, uncredited roles in the 1960s, including a brief appearance in the film Dead Heat on a Merry-Go-Round, 1966. However, the major turning point in his career came when he was cast as Han Solo in Star Wars, 1977. This role catapulted him into international stardom, and Han Solo became one of the most iconic characters in cinematic history. This success paved the way for Ford to take on other major roles, including Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981, a character who would become equally iconic. Despite the ups and downs of Hollywood, Ford has managed to maintain a steady presence in the industry, even as he entered his later years. Today, Ford is 82 years old, and his enduring legacy is a testament to his remarkable ability to adapt and evolve over the course of his career. 12. Lynn Marie Stewart as Bobbie at the age of 26. Bobbie is a carefree and energetic character who plays a supporting role in the film's depiction of 1960s youth culture. As a member of a group of girls who encounter Kurt, Bobbie is lighthearted and fun, contributing to the movie's vibrant portrayal of teenagers in the late 1960s. While her role is relatively small, Bobbie's interaction with Kurt adds to the film's charm, helping to create memorable moments that highlight the youthful exuberance and optimism of the time. Stewart's acting journey began in the 1970s when she became a member of the renowned comedy troupe, The Groundlings. It was there that she formed connections with Paul Reubens and Phil Hartman, both of whom would later become significant figures in her career. One of Stewart's most significant career milestones was her portrayal of Miss Yvonne, the most beautiful woman in Puppetland, in the Pee Wee Herman show. This role helped her to gain recognition for her comedic timing and her ability to bring quirky characters to life. Today, Lynn Marie Stewart is 78 years old. Her career has spanned over 5 decades, and her journey reflects the changes and challenges that have shaped her as an actress. 13th. Terence McGovern played Mr. Wolf at the age of 31. Mr. Wolf is a laid-back and somewhat aloof high school teacher who plays a brief but important role in the film. He embodies the archetype of the disinterested teacher, which adds to the comedic and reflective tone of the film as it captures the essence of a pivotal moment in the lives of young people. Despite his limited screen time, McGovern's portrayal of Mr. Wolf is subtle and charming, adding to the movie's ensemble of quirky characters. McGovern's career journey began in radio before transitioning to acting. He was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and graduated from Duquesne University, where he majored in journalism and English. After college, he worked in radio and television in Pittsburgh at KDKA before moving to San Francisco in 1969. At the age of 30, McGovern relocated to Los Angeles to pursue acting, a decision that would prove to be pivotal in his career. His first collaboration with George Lucas came in 1971 when he worked on Lucas's debut film, THX 1138. It was during this project that McGovern famously coined the term Wookiee, which would later become a staple of the Star Wars universe. McGovern also appeared in Back to the Future in a deleted scene, showcasing his range in film, even though his role was ultimately left on the cutting room floor. His career has spanned across television, radio, and theater, with a variety of roles in musicals, comedies, and Shakespearean plays, demonstrating his versatility as a performer. Now, Terence McGovern is 83 years old. His career is a testament to his adaptability and range, with notable contributions to radio, television, film, and video games. 14. Kathleen Quinlan played Peg at the age of 19. Peg is the kind of free-spirited, fun-loving teenager who enjoys the carefree moments of youth, but also navigates the complexities of relationships and growing up. Quinlan brought a relatable warmth and charm to the role, effortlessly capturing the essence of a young woman caught in the excitement and uncertainty of the 1960s. It was a performance that stood out among the ensemble cast, giving Peg a sense of authenticity and depth. Quinlan's career took off after American Graffiti, where her debut marked the beginning of a steady rise in Hollywood. Following the film's success, she landed guest roles on popular TV shows like Policewoman, Kojak, Ironside, and Emergency. These roles helped her gain recognition in the television world, but it was her performance in I Never Promised You a Rose Garden, 1977, that truly put her on the map. Playing a troubled schizophrenic teen named Deborah, Quinlan earned a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress in a Drama. It was a pivotal moment in her career, proving that she was more than just a pretty face, and that she could take on complex, emotionally demanding roles. The next major turning point in Quinlan's career came in 1995 with Apollo 13, where she played Marilyn Lovell, the wife of astronaut Jim Lovell, played by Tom Hanks. Her performance earned her both a Golden Globe and an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. The role solidified her as a talented actress, capable of holding her own in major films alongside some of Hollywood's biggest names. Today, at 71 years old, Quinlan continues to work, her career still going strong after nearly 5 decades in the industry. It's incredible to see how the cast of American Graffiti has transformed over the years. From their iconic roles in 1973 to where they are today, these actors have not only changed in appearance, but also in the incredible careers they've built. It's amazing how time has shaped their journeys. So, which actor's transformation surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating behind-the-scenes stories.